Welcome to Saturday Breakfast. Jessie Ware.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Are you normally a morning person?
I don't know.
Not at the weekend.
I think I'm an afternoon person.
Yes, me too.
Like, I'm not very good at staying up late and I'm not very good at waking up, but I think my peak time is about 3:30.
Mm-hmm. Then you kind of hit a wall.
Yeah, and then I'm just like ready to get into my pyjamas.
I'm good at doing the staying up thing, but not the getting up the next morning.
Right, okay.
So imagine what a 4:30 rise does to a man.
Have you got used to it?
No. They tell me apparently the first 25 years are the hardest. So. But we're not here to talk about early rises. We're here to talk about you and the new material, which is just fantastic.
Thank you.
It really is. Now, if no one's familiar with the works of Jessie Ware, how would you sum up what you do in a sentence?
Well, I don't know. Oh, God. I don't know. It's somewhere between like Glee and really, really sad. I'm not really selling myself. No, I don't know. It's like miserable Glee music. I don't know. No, it's soulful maybe.
Yeah,
it's got a bit of electronic in there, and I started off as like a vocalist for like dance records, so definitely got kind of an electronic feel to it, but you know, with a bit of classic songwriting, I hope.
Now, was that avenue always a kind of way in for you just to get into the business, or did you never ever have the kind of vision of being your own star, if you like?
No, I didn't have the vision. I don't think I didn't think it was realistic, and I felt like I needed to kind of work hard and have a proper job, as you like call it. But and yeah, I think I got extremely lucky, and it was to do with the people that I knew, and that they had a bit more faith in me than maybe I did in myself.
Sometimes you just need that wee extra push, though.
Yeah, man, like definitely, and I owe a lot to these people that pushed me, you know, to go and do a session with Subtract. Go on, just try it. You know, do you want to be my backing singer or something? So, yeah, it's a lot down to everybody else.
But then, proved fruitful. Devotion was a huge success 2 years ago. And now here we are back with the second album.
Yeah. It's been, 2 years since the last record, and so much has happened in that time. I learned how to perform live. I learn that I have an audience and I know what they look like a bit, and like, you know, what they're like, and they're quite fun. And so it was really fun to write this record because I had an audience in mind when I was writing it, which was really satisfying and exciting.
I saw somewhere that you said you'd kind of tailored the new album Tough Love towards that audience because, as you quite rightly said, you want people singing bits of songs back at you.
Well, that's like the best thing.
Yeah.
You know, those moments when you're at festivals where people are all singing that last chorus and you're just like, it's overwhelming and it's addictive. So I've hopefully made some very simple choruses for people to join in. I mean, it's been really funny. I've done less than 10 shows so far with this new record, and people are hearing these songs for the first time, and within the second chorus for some of these songs you can see them singing along like they've known it for years. That's really satisfying and wonderful for me.
So it's sticking.
It is sticking.
Good.
I think. Yeah,
now you did iTunes.
I did.
How was that?
It was good. I haven't played in London. I'm from London and I haven't played there for ages, so it was nice to be back in a London crowd. It was cool. We had some like my new lighting. I mean, these are like the really boring things for me that I'm like, oh great, my lighting was up and I got to, you know, but yeah, it was wicked, man. I love performing live. I was petrified when Devotion came out. When I performed live, I'd kind of apologise to the audience and be like, I'm really sorry, don't know these songs. Hi, my name's Jessie Ware. I'm really sorry that this isn't like
this
Subtract.
Is what I do.
This is what I do, and it's not going to be like my dubstep vocal things I did before. And so, but now it's kind of like, hi, I'm back, and how are you, and are you ready for some new songs?
And it's all very familiar.
Yeah.
It was interesting that you said that you had to learn to perform live. Do you think that is something that the artists do have to learn, or are certain people born with that kind of gift of standing up on a stage and saying, here I am?
I think certain people are completely born with it, and I think the fact that I was never that person that thought I was going to be this, that also was the case with, you know, performing too. It was kind of like this thing of like, oh, okay, now I have to hold everyone's, you know, attention for over an hour and entertain. It's like hosting a dinner party. It's quite stressful.
Yes.
You know,
but without the dishes.
Yeah, but instead you've got like, high notes to sing and stuff. It's
True.
very fun, and it's very, you'll be like, but you're inviting people to come and see you and to enjoy. You want them to enjoy themselves. So yeah, I kind of just it's definitely, I've learned my style of how I approach a show, and it seems to work so far. But yeah, I think you can be born with it, and I don't think I was necessarily born with it. I mean, there's that like amazing Bruno Mars clip. Have you seen it? Where Jonathan Ross is interviewing about Elvis impersonators, and he goes to Hawaii, goes to this shop, which is Bruno Mars's father's shop, and Bruno Mars is little Bruno, and he's 5, and he's the youngest Elvis impersonator, and he's incredible. And I mean, Bruno Mars is an incredible performer, but like you see him now and you just go, "What? He's amazing." But everyone should go on YouTube and watch that clip.
Right, I'm going to do that.
It's really good.
Straight after this interview, Bruno Mars does Elvis. Words I never thought I would hear.
5 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to chat about the album in just a second, but I want to play the single, which is "Say You Love Me," and it's a collaboration with a fellow that we're all familiar with, Mr. Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
So how did that come to be?
Known Ed, I've known of him through his cousin, who travels everywhere with him and films all these like behind the scenes things that he puts up on YouTube and on his site. And he was in New York at the same time as me, and one of my producers was just like, "Well, Ed's in town," and I felt like there was something missing from the record, and so I felt like I needed to do a bit more writing. He was like, "Oh, do you want to try with Ed?" And I wasn't going to say no, because he's got
a bit of a record.
He's not bad, is he?
Yeah.
And I thought, he's quite prolific, and I was quite interested to see what it was like to work with him anyway. Whether it worked or not, you just don't know. Like, I've been in sessions where I've thought it's going to work perfectly and you don't get anything done. So you just never know. And I knew I had a really short time with him. So he kindly came to Benny, my producer's apartment where his studio is, had a cup of tea, and we had a chat, and then we were left to our own devices and just wrote this song really, really quickly. It was really amazing.
Now, the album Tough Love is due for release on the 13th of next month. So is that song typical of what we can expect to hear on there?
I think that's a pretty special kind of ballad for the record. There's a few different kind of personalities on the record. There's, I think things that are more akin to the first record, a bit smoother. I mean, Say You Love Me is definitely me pushing myself vocally, and I didn't really do that in the first record because I didn't want to, and I didn't really know how to. And I think it definitely helped working with artists like Ed and like Miguel, who's an amazing R&B soul singer, for them to kind of maybe think up a melody which I wouldn't necessarily think of, and make me explore my range. And so I don't know. I think the kind of honesty of it. Yeah, there's a few more songs like that on the record, but yeah, there's a few more like melancholy disco tracks, and then some kind of late night, I don't know, romantic tracks too. So yeah.
So different bits for different times of the day, really.
I'd like to think I've catered for everybody a little bit.
A 24-hour album.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's your official review.
Yeah,
from
that's
here.
very
There you go.
I like that.
Now, we were talking about influences. I know you're a massive Sade fan. Another lady you cited was Kate Bush, and you got to go to one of the gigs in London, is that correct? Was it worth the hype?
Oh my God. Have you heard anything about it?
Only good things, actually.
It was bizarre.
I can imagine.
But in the best way that only Kate Bush could make it bizarre.
She could get away with it.
Oh my God. Yeah. She sung so beautifully. And I felt very, very, very lucky to be so near to this incredible artist, and it really, it was really inspiring. Yeah, it was very special. There were, I don't know if she's still playing. I don't know if she's finished now.
I think the run may be finished.
Yeah,
now.
well, I mean, it involved like birds and underwater scenes and puppets. It was really special.
Did you think on the bucket list? Think there might be a chance of a duet somewhere down the line?
I don't think Kate needs to duet with me. I think she's got better things to do. That would be very nice, though.
Never know. And you're a married lady now?
Yeah.
Yes. Was it a bit mad, kind of juggling a new album and wedding plans all at the same time?
You know what? It's suddenly become more stressful now that I'm married, not because of the married bit. It was actually really good for balancing me out, having a wedding to plan and have an album to put out. And now that the wedding has been planned and executed, now I just have to think all about, the album, which I think it was a really nice distraction having the wedding. So I'd recommend it to anybody to plan a wedding abroad for 180 people and put a second album out at the same time. It definitely was quite fun, I think.
Easy done, no problem.
Yeah.
We can all do that.
No, but it was just, I feel far more highly strung now that I definitely wasn't a bridezilla, but I feel like I'm kind of more of a bridezilla now than I was when I was getting married.
How bizarre.
Yeah.
Just become a bridesmaid for someone then and just...
I'd love to be a bridesmaid, yeah.
That'll take your mind off it.
Yeah. I'll just become a wedding planner.
There you go. They'll make
Just
a movie.
do that.
They'll make a movie out of that.
Sorry, I can't make TV tonight. I'm planning a wedding. Yeah, that'd be good actually. I'd like that.
There you go. And just this week, announcement of a Mobo nomination.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting.
I know.
But you're up against your mate for it though. That must be a bit strange.
What, Sam?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win that. But it's really nice. They've nominated me for the last 3 years, and I just feel like they're the most generous. They're so generous to me, and but yeah, I think it's Sam's year.
Third time lucky, no.
Oh, I didn't think about it like that.
Go. And aside from that, you'll have a good
or
party.
3 strikes and you're out. I don't know.
Oh no. No, I like to think positively.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I should. Yeah, it'd be wicked if I won it, but I don't think I'm going to.
But just go and party afterwards with him if he gets it.
You know what I'm really gutted about? I don't think I'm even here for it.
Oh no.
I know. I think
Is
I'm
it
in
good?
America.
So then you have to do the video message thing. Jessie couldn't be here tonight, but she had this to say.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, no, that'd be wicked.
You can practice.
I don't think I'm going to win, so it'd be really sad to practice and hand in my video when I'm not going to win.
Better that though than they turn up with the camera and you go,
No, I think I'm not going to win. So yes, no, I'm not going to win. But it's really nice. It's very sweet to be acknowledged.
Well, we're delighted for you. Now, when are you going to come and play in Scotland? That's the question.
I've got a feeling that I'm doing something in January in Scotland. I'm not sure where it is, but I'm about to announce my my tour soon. So
okay,
I promise you there'll be a Scottish date in there somewhere.
We like a live gig, as you've probably heard.
I like a Scottish crowd.
So there you go.
I love it here. I really, really love it. I think it's so beautiful here. I just I wish I could spend a bit more time here.
Well, that's what you should do for honeymoon.
I've already planned mine. I'll go on a mini moon.
That's what to do.
Isle of Skye or Isle of Airska.
Mini moon round north of Scotland, and
it's just so beautiful.
You'll be hooked.
And I'll do like some acoustic gigs somewhere. No, I won't.
Yeah, get a little lodge and get 20 people to come in, and you can jam.
So nice.
There you go.
It may be nice for me, but that sounds wicked.
I'm sure people will be up for that. We'll come round. Well, listen, good luck with the album.
Thank
13th
you.
of October is the release date for Tough Love from Jessie Ware. Good luck at the Mobos. You never know, you might need that video
come
message.
on, I'm not going to win it, but thank you.
And we will see you either in a lodge or somewhere that holds a few more people early next year.
Oh, yeah, can't wait.
Thank you, Jessie Ware.
Thank you.